Loved one. Alright. It's been 84 years, but I'm finally ready to hopefully resolve Ruzi's route and see how these two are gonna make this work out. Save files are back. If you hadn't heard, all my save files were deleted again, so I've got all my save files back. I had to reset up OBS for recording specifically, and so fingers crossed, nothing breaks. If it does, I apologize, but let me know in the comments. Alright, let's not delay any further and get into this. Improving the purification rate was raised as an issue. To achieve that, everyone in the lab was working harder than ever before. While playing the role of an assistant as usual, I was consulting with those who wished to return home. After listening to one woman's story, all that remains for today is research work. If I don't keep busy, I end up thinking about my future and my relationship with Ruzi. Once I think about it, I would fall into the pits I can't get out of, so I simply try to keep myself active to avoid it. Hey, Ruzi, about this compound.
This is...
The busyness in the lab became my daily routine. I squinted at the setting sun, and just as I thought the day would end...
Seems you're pretty motivated.
A rare visitor appeared, increasing tension in the lab. I'm so suspicious you know things, sir. What's up, Toya? It's rare for you to come here.
Is there some kind of problem? No, there's nothing in particular. I was just curious how things are going. How's the refinement coming? It's going well so far. I see. My apologies, but I'll be here for a while today. Are you observing?
The king's sudden visit makes the women lively.
Oh, it does it?
They might still be nervous, but now their excitement is greater. I hear quiet voices from here and there.
The king is here. I've been thinking this for a while, but Lord Toya is pretty handsome.
Oh, you. Just because now you know you can go home, you're like a mercenary. That's the man who kidnapped us.
But it was Lord Toya who worked so hard so that we could go back.
Yeah, he couldn't go against the laws that his father established.
If I'd known things would end up like this, I would have tried to get a little closer to him.
What's up with that difficult face of yours?
It's nothing.
Then tell me to what extent this formulation is progressing.
Well, this is... Apparently, the purpose of his visit today was an inspection. But of what? Toya was peeking behind workers and helping out where he could, apparently confirming all the things he couldn't up to now. Okay. By the time he finished looking through the work, the curfew of the residents had come and all the women had left. Looking around the room where only 3 of us remained, Toya suddenly changed the topic. I don't like it when he gets that look. I get nervous.
By the way, why don't we take a break?
His innocent smile hit me. The real reason for Toya's visit today was something else, not an inspection. When Toya talks like this, he's usually planning something. Oh? What are you planning?
This is a royal order. Go with it.
While saying that, he pulled out a cylinder from his bag. When he pulled it out, I got a faint scent of alcohol and looked at him with half-open eyes. Did you come here with your serious face carrying alcohol?
Don't be upset. I really did come to inspect things.
You just want a drink, right?
There's that too. Then I shall...
Ruzi usually stays later than this hour. He said he's going to leave, probably in consideration of us. However, Toya grabbed Ruzi's arm as he tried to leave, as if to say, I won't let you escape. He raised the corners of his mouth and laughed.
What are you saying? I came here today to appreciate the efforts of the lab director who is always so busy.
You did come here to drink.
But I can't drink that much. You'd refuse a drink with the king. Well, when you put it that way.
That's how Toya, Ruzi, and I came to drink together. He's just trying to catch Ruzi up. get him liquored up and then be like, aha, I knew you had feelings for my wife.
It's thanks to everyone in this lab that our diplomatic relationship are normalized. Especially you, Ruzi. I just did the job that I was given. Don't be so humble. You've done more than was expected. I'm really grateful. That's a great honor. Once the cure has truly been completed, you'll be elevated to an aristocratic status because of your achievements.
Oh, really? Aristocratic status, you say? I just recently had my memory jogged that, marriages are not annulled once you reach that status. Interesting.
Eh?
Oh, apparently Daw's playing Enshrouded. Okay, I don't have all of my OBS settings set up just yet. I'll get that figured out later. Anyway, hello Daw.
Eh? Aristocrat?
That's great! Ruzi!
I didn't get these research results on my own. That's why I shouldn't be the only one to be rewarded. You're too humble. You can get away with being more brazen.
Maybe it was just me, but I felt that Ruzi was quieter than usual. Rather, I felt a sense of distance.
I'm all out of alcohol. I'll get more, so wait a minute. In that case, I should... Today, all formalities are off. Don't worry about it and have a seat.
Toya quickly got up, not giving him a chance to argue. The two of us left alone, the discomfort I had felt earlier seemed especially noticeable. I couldn't stand the awkwardness, so I dared to ask Ruzi. What's wrong, Ruzi? Are you nervous?
Oh? No, that's not the case. No.
His eyes wandered as he hesitated to get to the point. Ruzi spoke with a wry smile as my eyes urged him to continue.
Lord Toya is your husband. Being between you two is... how do I say?
Certainly, Toya and I are a married couple. However, in reality, this is just a formality, as we've never consummated our marriage. So there's no need for Ruzi to hold back. Girl, you want this man to be beheaded or something? But I can't really say that. As I was thinking about it, Toya returned with a big bottle.
Come on, let's keep drinking. This is the best alcohol in the country. Oh, but I'm already... Oh? Well, just a little. A little. Bottoms up.
This is dangerous. This is dangerous territory. Toya was smiling while pouring the alcohol. Is it just my imagination that I could see something in his smile for a moment? The bad news bears. When Ruzi emptied the cup, Toya quickly filled it once more.
This is pretty severe. It's far too early to give up. Let's drink tonight aiming to empty this bottle. Empty?
Ruzi turned an unusual shade of blue. I was anxious, and knowing how little Ruzi could take his liquor, I started thinking about how to stop Toya. And with no consideration for my worries, Toya stood up suddenly again.
Ah, it's already this time. I'd better get going.
Huh? Me and Naala was like, huh? What do you mean? Let's drink this bottle. It's about that time. Good night, everybody. What are you up? What are you doing? What's your deal? Are you just trying to like get him relaxed? He's like, just make a move on my wife and hurry up and get it over with. All right. All right. Cool. Sheesh. All right. Huh? After pressuring us to drink, what does he mean by trying to go home early by himself? I've always thought that he always does things his way, but today he is crossing the line.
Well then, you two can continue drinking together.
Having led us around by the nose, Toya quickly headed for the exit. Ruzi tried to see him off, but swayed and put his hand on the desk. Apparently, he was too drunk to walk. Hey, Toya, are you going back to work at this hour?
Are you going to miss me so much if I'm not here?
That's not what I meant.
Quite the cold queen, as usual.
He said it in a sweet voice that could be interpreted as malicious. Moreover, while I still couldn't figure out what he's thinking, he suddenly hugged me and kissed me audibly on the cheek. Mwah! I flushed at this unusual treatment before I knew it. What?
We'll continue the rest in bed.
Are you just trying to get him drunk and jealous? Like, what's the big play here, man? This awful joke cleared up my drunkenness immediately. She got sobered right up. Just how uninhibited was he? I wanted to swear at Toya as he left behind an awkward vibe. Sorry about that.
No.
He looked somewhat absent-minded, which worried me. Maybe he's pretty drunk again. Are you feeling sick? Should I bring you some water?
No.
Really? Don't pretend. If you're not feeling well, just say so. Well, it's a bit early, but shall we call it a night? I'll clean up, so you sit down. I stood as I spoke, and in that moment, I was suddenly strongly pulled in and turned around, losing my balance. Aw. What a squish! Now I gotta remember how to... Aha! I remembered. Aw, he's crying and hugging her tight. That's very wholesome. The scent of medicinal herbs reached my nose. Ruzi's scent. I heard a violent heartbeat from his unexpectedly strong chest. I don't know why, but I'm being hugged by Ruzi.
Don't go.
Eh?
If you go, then Lord Toya will be making love to you.
Toya was just joking.
But you guys are married!
That's...
I know that's an unchangeable fact, so there isn't really anything I can say about that. I'm always thinking that and telling it to myself. I know that, but... it's so painful, I feel like my breath will be taken away from me. When I think about you being embraced by Lord Toya every night, it makes me crazy.
I lifted my head in surprise, feeling something wet on my forehead. The drops that fell one after another slipped through the gaps in my lips and melted at the tip of my tongue. The salty and sad taste spread in my mouth. Are you crying? We got the official confession.
I love you. I love you so much, but there's nothing I can do about it. Every time I decide to give up on you, I feel my heart going to break.
Ruzi. He said the thing that should not be said! We both felt so, but up to now we'd avoided saying it. Are you gonna say it back? You're pretty bad about saying it back. If we say it, we'll carry a burden that can never be unloaded. You might regret this once you sober up, right?
This isn't a trivial feeling. My feelings for you are heavier than my loyalty to this country. That's why I'm willing to steal the king's treasure. I need you so much that I'm willing to die for that crime.
Wow. He's hugging me so tightly that my back bends and it feels suffocating. My heart was overwhelmed by the powerfulness of his emotions. If Ruzi's feelings are a sin, then I'm also a sinner. I know I shouldn't, but I also cry in happiness. She said it right away! Let's go. I love you too. I love you. I whispered it twice so that it could soak into Ruzi's chest. I felt him gasp, and I heard his quivering voice.
Do you really?
You're very courageous. You showed me your courage, so I could speak my true feelings. As I smiled in his arms, I felt him hug me even tighter. feeling a sneeze coming on. Oh no. Emotions. I'm allergic to them. Oh, it's going away. Oh, okay. Ruzi's exhalation, trembling with joy, is lovely and so dear to me.
This is the first time I've ever felt this way. Thank you. I always wanted to tell you something if we completed the cure. And now, having heard your feelings, I've decided. Let's run away together, Naala.
What?
Let's run away together somewhere. We'll go to a small island where no one knows us. And we can live quietly there.
Escape. To be married to the one I love. My heart was shaken by the sweet temptation. If I was with Ruzi, I could be happy wherever we went. However, mixed in with such a happy future image, what Toya had said earlier passed through my mind. But if you stay here, you can live a prestigious life as an aristocrat.
No matter how prestigious my life may be, I can't think of a future without you.
Exchanging feelings with my loved one, I felt so happy that I could cry. I'd like to go with Ruzi if possible. We could be happy just living together as a couple. But would this really be happiness for Ruzi? Ruzi is a young, talented doctor. He can aim even higher from now. He struggled so hard, and the day when his efforts finally pay off is finally almost there. Can I really steal that life away from Ruzi? And if I disappear, Ruth might be blamed by Nasla.
Naala?
I remained silent, so Ruzi worriedly looked into my eyes. Seeing the expression on his face, my heart was shaken violently. But I can't take Ruzi's life away from him. Even if I know the decision to make, I really don't want to say it. My heart was torn apart, and my lips felt heavy with the words. Somehow, I managed to open my mouth, as I thought I might vomit blood. Oh, well, that's graphic. I can't.
Huh?
I can't go with you.
Why? Because you love Lord Toya.
That's not it!
If that's not it, then why won't you take my hand?
Would you really be happy running away with me? If you throw away the brilliant life you've been waiting for, you'll regret it someday. The prototype has been completed, but research on the cure is still ongoing.
That's...
I know this is selfish of me, but I can't bear to let you live a life of regret. I couldn't stand seeing Ruzi's face anymore, so I turned around. Ruzi must be angry. But when I stood in front of the door, I heard a desperate voice that I hadn't even imagined.
If the cure is perfected, then will your decision change?
I was at a loss for words. If I stayed, I would cry and cling to him, so I ran away from my loved one. Wow. She's stronger than me, man. Whew. That takes guts. That's not easy. That's love right there, though. Being like, what kind of life would he lead? I want him to have the best life possible. That is love. Fear, too, but definitely love there. Oh, but Toya set that all up for a reason, so why? I climbed up the large tree in the courtyard and vaguely looked at the view from there. I just see the land of Nasla below in the field of view. I've already sighed more than dozens of times. Since the start of negotiations to normalize diplomatic relations, there have been rapid changes in the surrounding area. The first is that a new research institute will be prepared. It is more equipped and spacious than the current laboratory and can accommodate a large number of human resources. In short, mass production of the cure will be possible. A stable supply of medicines will save more lives. It is a happy celebration for me as well. However, maybe I'd gotten attached to that place before I knew it. With the establishment of the new research institute, the lab in the royal castle that has been used until now will be removed. That's only natural, so I tell myself. Despite that, my hazy feelings don't clear up. With the lab gone, I can't meet with Ruzi like I used to. Originally, the lab in the royal castle was to complete the cure. The new lab is equipped with the personnel and equipment required for production. In other words, no help is needed. I refused Ruzi's invitation, but despite that, I feel lonely. Pretty selfish of me, yeah. I don't want to leave Ruzi. I want to be with him. But I'm Toya's wife. This fact cannot be changed by personal feelings. Besides, Ruzi has his life as an aristocrat. I can't hinder that prestigious life only on my whim. Ultimately, this is all just my whim. It's selfish. Dragging out these half-hearted feelings will only hurt Ruzi more. I have to restore our relationship. As long as we live, the days will come where we'll meet and laugh again. Yes, just restore our relationship. Let's go back to just being cousins. You guys were never just cousins. Even when you knew, you were never just cousins. I conclude that this is for the best, despite the hurt in my heart. My heart screams that it doesn't want to go back. I'm frustrated by my own selfish weakness. Huh? Warm tears fall down my cheeks. I wipe them away with the back of my hand, feeling more and more miserable. There's no reason to cry. It's not that I'm never going to see him again. But no matter how much I tell myself so, the tears continue to fall. Perhaps if I get all the tears out now, I can cut off these feelings. Becoming defiant, I began to sob out loud. Girl, don't sob out loud in the open in a tree. If I could just wash away my feelings for Ruzi in this way. As I leaned against the trunk of the tree while sobbing, I noticed something white wrapped around the broken branch. I don't think it was there when I looked up the other day, so it must have been put there recently. Thinking it odd, I reached out and touched it. Why in such a place? Driven by interest, I unwrapped the wrapped paper. When I unfolded it, I saw a simple sentence written in the center. How long has that note been there? I'll be waiting for you in that place on the night of the full moon. Could this be? The writing was familiar with certain quirks. I knew immediately who had written it and began to sob again. He actually climbed the tree to put it there, though. Yeah, that's what she... Me and Naala are just on the same brain cell tonight. Just like, huh? And, oh, he climbed up here. Nice. Ruzi, he bothered to climb up all this way? He'd climb it someday, when he was ready. I can recall Ruzi's face clearly when he said that. When he was looking up at the time, just how prepared was he? My chest tightens just thinking about it. The full moon. Perhaps by the mischief of the spirits, the night of the full moon is tonight. I stared at the letter, and after being lost for a while, I made up my mind. Let's settle things, and say goodbye to the feelings in my heart. It's too bad that the full moon is covered by the rain clouds. I closed the window and looked around the empty lab. Until a while ago, documents, medicines, plants, etc. had been all over the place, but now they were neatly tidied up, except for that one table in the middle that's very messy. The feeling that it was really getting closed gradually rose in my chest. It also seemed to mean the end of my relationship with Ruzi, and my heart squeaked.
You came.
As soon as I saw Ruzi emerge from the back of the lab, I almost cried. I stayed where I was and made a smile. Good evening. It's a bit sad to see things so tidied up.
Yeah, I've been reluctant to do so. I have a lot of memories here.
Ruzi looked around the room, the way he looked at the things he loved. Ruzi was the one who came in and out of this laboratory the most, so he must have had more memories than I did.
We have come this far thanks to everyone. And above all, I've been able to work hard because you've been there. It's hard not to be able to spend time with you here. It feels like that the words and feelings I exchanged with you are gone.
Ruzi.
I want to be with you forever. I want to spend time with you, always. Maybe I'm the only one who feels this way.
No. I feel the same way. But I don't think we should do that.
Why?
You know why. Neither of us can leave Nasla. And as long as we're in Nasla, the day when our feelings can be realized will never come. It's painful just thinking about it. In that case, we just have to go back to being cousins. We won't be able to meet as much, so let's use this opportunity to put a little distance between us. Oh yeah, that's some good distance right there. I don't think you could get much closer if you tried. A sudden kiss cut me off. My words of resistance were stolen away by his entwining tongue, further melting away as he licked me. Now they're crying again. These guys. Big blubber babies. They're the most weepy out of all the couples, I think.
These feelings are hidden by the rain.
Droplets had accumulated between the lips that touched each other. I opened my eyes with a sad taste on my tongue. Ruzi. I enveloped Ruzi's cheeks, upon which tears streamed with both hands. I entwined my tongue over and over, engraving the taste of kissing my loved one in my chest. Even if this night is washed away with the rain, the passion inside me will never disappear. I want to feel your indistinguishable heat. If I can have this memory, I can endure for decades to come. Oh, okay. Are we getting like a fade to black, or? I want to feel Ruzi with my eyes, with my hands, and with my whole body. I knew it was the last time, so that desire became even stronger. I know I'm crying because of the feeling of teardrops sliding down my cheeks. Ruzi gently touched my eyelids. He followed the trajectory of my tears and wiped it from my eyes to my chin with his fingertips. I was happy with the kindness I felt on my skin, and yet sad. New tears fell.
Every time it rains, I will lovingly remember your passion.
The light kiss fades. His warmth moves away. As I opened my eyes in anxiety, I saw his hand extended towards me as the other day.
Come.
When I gently added my hand, Ruzi entwined each finger of his with mine as I felt deeply grasped. But did you firmly grasp it? Ruzi began walking, pulling me along by hand. Ruzi?
It's cold here.
I don't want to do it like right here. Like there's no bed. You know, get comfy, okay? I followed his line of sight to the door of the nap room. In other words, tonight, there, I would... ... My face got hot remembering the bed I used several times. My heart was racing and I felt my chest swelling up. I heard the sound of the door opening. I looked back despite there being no one else in the lab. With no signs of anyone, I turned my head back relieved. If we enter this room, then Hesitation is inevitable when doing something you have no experience with. But now, the desire to connect with Ruzi prevails over my hesitation.
Are you sure?
He glanced this way, and I raised my head to Ruzi's gentle voice. Realizing that he might be my one and only, I sobbed tears of joy. Yes. I took a determined step, entering the nap room. While listening to the sound of the door closing, I clutched my chest and closed my eyes. Okay, I thought that was going to be like the perfect cut to black. Unless we had the cut to black and this is after cut to black?
The rain hasn't stopped yet.
Close to Ruzi's chest, I listened to the sound of water hitting the outer wall. Okay, this is post fade to black. Gotcha. It continued to rain, occasionally getting stronger and weaker.
Ah, that's right.
Ruzi's gentle voice shook my skin, and I almost cried. I'll have to let go of this warmth soon. Thinking about it makes me sad, even though we're still touching each other.
I have to smile while we're still together.
I slipped through Ruzi's arms, trying to shake off the signs of tears. I approached the window, pretending to look out of it, blinking many times to pull my tears back.
Ah, the rain.
The rain was dying down and would let up soon.
Once it stops, I'll have to go back.
Contrary to the determination in my heart, I prayed that the rain would not let up. Feeling the end approaching, the back of my nose hurt.
This is no good.
Also, tears rushed to the edges of my eyes. I kept staring at the sky so that the tears wouldn't flow.
It'd be nice if the rain never stopped.
Ruzi had come to my side and embraced my shoulders. I let him have my sluggish body and closed my eyes, and remembered our moments together until some time ago. Ruzi's body felt still hot with lingering heat, smelling softly sweaty.
Ruzi.
I called out the name of my loved one and inhaled his scent deeply. While doing so, I thought that I would never experience this smell or feel this body temperature again. Surrendering to the surge of love, I buried my face into his chest.
Naala.
I didn't want to show him my face covered in sadness. I didn't move, but he brought my face up by the chin with his finger. He kissed me, slightly audibly, and then gave me several light pecks. It was as if he didn't want to forget this sensation.
We'd better start heading back.
Ruzi agreed, looking at me sadly while I spoke with heavy words.
Yeah, that's right.
Even though our answer was the same, the end of Ruzi's words seemed to be bleeding with sadness. His palm on my shoulder also felt like it had strength in it. I was the one who said we should go back, but I couldn't move my legs as if they were sewn together. I just wanted to be wrapped up in Ruzi's body temperature as is. However, no matter how much I hoped for it, eventually the day would break and the rain would stop.
I shouldn't cry.
Tears welled up as Ruzi began to let go of me. I almost clung to him, but clenched my hands so tightly that my fingernails dug into the skin. I bit my lip so as not to shed tears, and Ruzi's hand touched the window frame.
Ruzi?
I called out to him, but he didn't respond. Ruzi's fingers on the window frame turned white, as I could see that he was putting strength into them.
Ruzi, if you stand there, you'll get wet.
He didn't answer. I could only hear his trembling breaths. Ruzi, with his hand stretched out of the window, remained silent.
Ruzi?
His face became wet from the rain, and probably due to that, his eyes seemed to water.
Even if this night is washed away with the rain, the passion inside me will never disappear.
That's what I said at the beginning of this night. The passion from those words repeated by Ruzi sank deep inside of me. My goodness, we're getting all the CGs. Every last one. His rain-soaked fingertips came to my lips.
Ah!
The raindrops that wetted my lips slid into my mouth and melted on my tongue. Then, Ruzi put the raindrops on his lips as well to taste them.
Now we will never forget the taste of this night.
The raindrops mixed with my tears felt incredibly salty. It roasted the inside of me with a passion, leaving a scorch mark. I'm sure this mark will throb every time it rains and will remind me of Ruzi's heat. We promised that this would be the last.
I love you.
How happy I would have been if I could have answered, "Me too." But such a day would never come. I shed tears instead of speaking, and they got wiped away by his gentle lips. The rain will let up soon. Ooh, we getting that POV. Yes, please. The doctor's decision. What shall you decide, sir? Now that things have progressed even more. Much, much more.
Looking up at the broken branch, I indulge in my own thoughts. Heavy rain hits my whole body, but I don't mind at all. That's because there's a fire burning inside me, and that won't cool even in the rain. Is the heat left inside you still mine? Actually, I knew from her reaction the day I suggested we run away together. Because of Lord Toya's nature, he'd never let her go once he embraced her. That is to say, he would have a mental hold on her. She would not have even noticed such a hold, but she'd never be able to be free from it. Despite his looks, he's got a terribly fragile side to him.
Okay, Ruzi, I didn't know you psychoanalyzed Toya so much, but okay, I'm here for it.
But since this is something I gradually felt as a result of observation, I don't think this is something Lord Toya intends to show. But when I asked if she loved Lord Toya, Naala quickly said no. She wasn't afraid to express her feelings. In other words, Lord Toya hasn't made love to Naala yet.
Shouldn't you have figured that out after you guys did the nasty just like a half an hour ago? I feel like you would have figured out like, oh, she's a virgin. Da-da! No? Okay. And you call yourself a doctor.
But I know the reason why she didn't say so. Probably Lord Toya married Naala in order to protect her. My feelings began to overflow the moment I realized the relationship. I lost all restraint. That's why I called her out in that way.
Oh, okay. Ruzi, I want to take back me calling you names and saying, you call yourself a doctor, because he's referring to before the nasty happened. Okay, I'm on the same wavelength now. This was before that happened. When you asked her, run away with me, her reaction was like, they haven't made love yet. Okay. Then it's fine. That's why you've been pursuing her more since then, because you had the realization. Okay. I follow you, Ruzi.
You probably think that I've given up on you. I would have never made love to you if I'd intended to give up. After all, I continued to study incurable diseases for over a decade, even though I was cursed and ridiculed. In this respect, I might be much worse than Lord Toya. You'll be surprised to hear my decision. Or perhaps even angry.
Oh no, are you gonna give up everything? Just be like, well, now you can't sacrifice for me because I gave it up anyway. How about them apples?
The rain continues to fall. I smile wryly as I indulge in the sweet wounds in my chest. The time of action is near.
Oh boy. Here we go.
I thought we